Hello everybody, I am Syed Musa Kaleem and I hope you all are doing good. And today I'm gonna show you something interesting, and that is slides in Ionic 3. How you can make slides in Ionic 3. So before we get started, I would like to suggest you to visit the documentation of Ionic, that is ionic.io. There you can find the introduction about slides and the stuff which you need in order to create the slides in Ionic 3. So this is just my simple introduction to slides, and I will create a simple and easy slider in this video. So let's get started. So I have my home.html file open in this Visual Studio Code editor, and here you can see the home file. This is the default root page of my Ionic app. In this I'm gonna create a simple slider. So let's get started with the home.ts file. Let's create a simple array known as slides or a slider. In this array I'm gonna create three objects. The first one will be title, and the title will be like uh, Ionic is awesome. The first title. And after this I'm gonna take one more thing called description, and in this description I'm gonna give Ionic is built on top of Angular, as it is a fact. You all guys know that Ionic is built on the top of Angular, and Ionic team is consistently working on this. This is just a simple and a sweet description which I'd like to add in this slider part. After this I'm gonna take image, and I'm gonna give the path of the image. uh, when I open my folder structure or the folder path where I have created this project YBM inside the VS projects, you can see here when I open this you can find it, the source folder. Inside the source folder I have one assets folder, and inside I have image. So let's give as assets slash image slash your image name. I'm gonna copy this image and I'm gonna paste it here. So this is my first slider object, and nextly I'm gonna create another slider object. I'll copy this all three fields of the first object and I'll paste it here inside the second object. And instead of saying awesome, we can say that Ionic is fully native, and we can say that in the top of, let's remove this same description. Ionic also uses SAS, as it is also a fact, as you guys all know, as you all guys know that. And I'm gonna copy this by pressing function plus F2, and I'll copy the image name and I'll paste it here inside the second object. Let's create the final object. I'm gonna use three objects in this slider, so I have created two already and this one is the last. Copy down these three fields of the second object, paste it here and say that uh, it's Ionic 3 is the latest version, right? And in description we'll say Angular 4 is the latest one. You could give anything in the description. I'm just showing for an example the latest version. And I'll copy this by pressing function F2 and I'll copy the image name and I just paste it here. So let's save these all things. We have created one slider and we have given uh, three objects in this slider, and now we will use this slider array inside our home.html file. Let's jump to the home.html file and let's see the slider part now. Ion slides, this one, and inside this ion slides we will create we will take one more element called ion slide, and let's close this tag. And also I would like to suggest you to give pager equals to true, because your bullet points may not appear on the slider if you are not giving pager equals to true. It just help you to show or to display the bullet points on your slider. And I'm gonna take one structural directive here called ng4, as you might have heard about this in Angular. Those who are familiar with Angular must know about this. Let slide of this thing slider. Let's paste it here. Let's slide off slider, and let's take the ion toolbox. uh, let's forget about this for now. Let's take one image tag here first of all, and let's say the source of the image is obviously the slide dot image. You might be wondering why I use this element slide dot image. Well, I have created an object of this array slider which we have created inside the home.ts file, and using this object we are accessing the first image here, right? Not only the first image, we are going to access all images in that array. And after doing this, I'll take one h2 tag and I'll close this h2 tag, and inside this I'll take inner html equals to slide dot title, right? Inside this h2 tag our title will be displayed. This title, Ionic is awesome, is fully native and it's the latest version, right? So after taking these all things, lastly I'm gonna take one p tag, one paragraph tag for displaying my description, right? So let's copy this inner HTML part and let's paste it here, and let's change this title to the description, as we are going to display the description. So I'll just save these all things and let's preview these all things in the browser itself. It is loading now. As I said earlier, you must visit the documentation of Ionic to know more about sliders. As you can see here, under the docs we have components, and inside components we have a slider section, and you can see here this is the simple slider, and also we have a button. Yeah, you can see here. And if you want to see the source code of this slider, then you can visit the GitHub by hitting this button, demo source. Inside this basic folder we will have three files: pages.ts, style.scss, and template.html. As you can see here, pager, and we have used almost everything here. We will use this part also. This part is just for giving the skip button at the top of the slider, right? Ion toolbar, and inside ion buttons at the end we are seeing this. Now our application is ready. it is not showing. Let's save this file one more time. Oh, I think, yeah, we have given everything correct. Yeah, it is showing that here. You can see it might take some time to load uh, or to display the preview of the slider. I thought it was not loading on my browser. So we will use this part also, right? Ion toolbar, ion buttons, right? Inside my slide, I will use ion toolbar, and inside my toolbar I will use one ion buttons, and at the ending position we will use one button, and this button will be used for the next thing, right? We can use anything here. I'll just give button, and I'll just give the color as well. Color equals to secondary. You could have give anything. You would have given anything. You could give anything inside this. I'll just use next here. Just save this, and let's preview the preview. We can preview changes in the browser, and you might want to give some event to this button to be redirected to the second page. So in my case I'm not going to redirect this because we have created a simple slider, right? And also we will use one method, one function here. Ion slide did change. I'll show you how you can use that. You can see this. Yeah, it is working fine, and the images are also displaying. You can also give your own style inside the home.scss file. I'm not going to give any styling to this slider. This is just a simple slider which I have created. Let's remove this toolbar because we are not going to use this. We will see about the slider change part. If one slide gets changed, we will display one message in the toast controller, right? So I'll use this inside here, inside the ion slide. It should be in capital form, I guess. Ion slide did change. Oh, right. So let's give one method here, slide changed. So let's save this. Let's create a new method inside the home.ts file with the name ion slide changed. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just create a simple toast controller, private toast controller of type toast controller. As we have not imported this thing, we can use it. We can import toast controller at the top of the page, as we are getting error here. So we need to press control plus dot. It's, yeah, you can see here add toast controller. The toast controller has been added. You can see here inside it comes from Ionic Angular. So we can use this toast controller now to display our messages, right? This dot toast controller dot create message of type slide has been changed. We will display this simple message, slide has been changed, and we will just use this method called present. Yeah, this is just a simple toast controller, right? Let's save these two files and let's see that if our slide gets changed, we are getting this message in the toast controller or not. It is building now and we can see the preview of it soon. Also, uh, I have used this source code. I have also published this source code on GitHub. You can find in the video description below. And please like my videos, share my videos. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and drop your valuable feedbacks in the comment section below so that I can know what I'm doing wrong or is there any improvement that needs to be in this video. So please, I want suggestion from you guys. Drop your valuable and precious feedbacks in the comment section below. And you can find more about slides on the documentation of Ionic, and that is ionic.io, and you can find the source code on GitHub, that is github.com/SayyadMusaKalim95 is my username. So get the source code from the GitHub. It is still loading and it might take some time as my laptop is a bit slow. So I will close this tab. Yeah, we are not getting the toast controller message, right? So we are doing something wrong here. Ion slide did change. I think I have given. Let's give this to the ion slides part, not to the ion slide, right? And simultaneously we will also search about ion slide did change. It is running now and it might take some time. We will search about this method on Google. Our application is ready. Yeah, you can see here slide has been changed. Yeah, you can see here our toast controller is working fine now. So I have done something wrong here and that was a blunder one. Ion slides, I have to give ion slide did change event to this ion slides uh, element, right? I have given to ion slide earlier and it was wrong, so I have given ion slide did change event to the ion slides element and it is working fine. As you can see here, our toast controller is popping at the bottom of the page, and this is all about ion slides. It's just a simple introduction to slides, and if you want to know more about ion slides, you can find description, or you can have some knowledge about ion slider on the documentation of Ionic. Hope you enjoy this video, hope you like this video. Share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to watch the playlist of Ionic 3 on my channel, that is Epicop. Please subscribe it and share with your friends. Thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in the next video.